What's up, y'all? Today I'm making chicken meatballs. Now these chicken meatballs are full of vegetables. Now I minced up a bunch of veggies here. I got bell pepper, mushrooms, onions, green onion as well. I like that green onion flavor, and my ground chicken. I'm also gonna put an egg in there to help bind it and keep it together. Cook it up. I'm frying it or sauteing it, pan fry, saute, a little similar diff, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cook that up in the skillet. And then the ones that I don't eat for my meals tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and freeze the extra ones for my quick shot. Also, what's really cool with these chicken meatballs is they're really good as a quick snack. Put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in, you know, your cooler bag, whatever, and you know, trying to get you through to the next 2 hours or whatever, because you don't want to miss, you know, a large frame of time, meaning like, you know, 3 hours is your max. You should be eating something after 3 hours, within 3 hours, you know. Unless you're eating high-calorie meals, you want to hold off on that. But ideally, it's like eating throughout the day, smaller portion meals, 2 to 3 hours in between is kind of the gig. Anyways, good for a snack, full of nutrients. I'm going to go ahead and add these in there. So, like I said, this is my mushrooms, my green onions, my white onions, bell pepper that I minced up, except for that piece right there. Oh, he just was stuck. Okay, hook that up. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and crack me an egg in there. Cool. Now today, I don't wanna get too nasty, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some gloves on, because I don't feel like playing in the meat today. And again, you could add whatever you want in there, but something that's mandatory is gonna be your fresh garlic. It's gonna be the green onion. Now, the white onion is optional. And then again, you know, flavor it up with your own veggies, but mince them up because they're gonna be in this meatball, and you don't want it hanging out the side of the meatball, you know? Also, I'm going to add, this is micro kale mix. And what it is pretty much is just little micronutrients that they've made. It's like the sprouts, right, of it. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that in there. And then this is the micro cilantro. That's really bomb. I'm gonna add some of that in there. Looks like I should probably chop that up a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna just go ahead and tear that, because again, I don't want it messing up my meatball. I don't want it to be hanging out and then it kind of break up my meatball. So I'm gonna keep everything tight, close together, all mixed up, and when it cooks, those flavors kind of fuse together and just it's a little, you know, excitement in your mouth. Food do you like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get crazy with it, and I'm gonna mix these babies up. So I'm gonna go ahead and slide this over here. Now this is my parchment paper, and normally I do an ice cream scoop to kind of put it on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and make my own balls today. And I just wanna kind of round that up. He looks a little sticky, but he gonna come out all right. Promise you that. He gonna be just fine. So you can make them whatever size you want to. If you're about portions where you like larger portions, you like to look, you know, get that feel that you have a lot on your plate, it's cooler to make them smaller. So then you kind of, you know, tell yourself that you get more to eat, when in reality, it's the same amount as if you were gonna make them bigger, but it just kind of tricks your mind a little bit. Sometimes we gotta make it do what it does, you know, so that we enjoy our food, we set ourselves up for success, you know. And if some of that egg isn't all the way completely mixed in, just go ahead and mix that in. We want that completely mixed. Cool? All right. All right, y'all, let's do this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cook these babies. Now I'm gonna account for the avocado oil because that's gonna be my good fat. And it does absorb into the meat. So it's gonna still be a low fat option just because it's not gonna be hanging out and swimming in the fat, you know. And it's a good fat, but even though it's a good fat, we still wanna monitor that, cool? This right here is Santa Maria seasoning. It's bomb, love this stuff. So put some oil in there. Gotta give me some more of this, y'all. I really use this stuff. Let me go ahead and coat that pan. Make sure it's all over. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those on there. Now normally I like to wear an apron when I'm cooking like this, just because I don't want to mess up the fit. But just right now it is what it is, you know. Just keep that in mind. If you're cooking in your clothes that you like, wear an apron so it doesn't get like grease splatters on it and jack it up. Okay. So now we just flip these, nice and bomb. So I like that little, you know, when you saute it like this or pan fry, it's not really fried, or a shallow fry, I guess it could be called, but it gives this nice little crunch on it, you know. And then what I go ahead and do is I put it back on my parchment paper. And you know, it's a fresh parchment paper, obviously. But I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, he's a little young. We won't put him back up on there. But what it does is we put it in the oven and then it will cook completely through. Then you don't have to worry about sitting here, you know, and waiting for it to completely cook through. You can just cook it here completely, but I like to throw it in the oven and just finish it off that way. That way I can do my sides and things like that to prep my food with other things. Use that time wisely, you know? Cool, it's ready. Get that on there. All right, y'all, I'm ready to get down. I got some things to do, but anyways, quick shot. Chicken meatballs, flavor it up with my veggies. It's a one-packed meal, all in one. Veggies don't really, you know, sustain you for a long period of time, but they're bomb. They feed your body nutrients, and they also will help you to lean out and really get results that you're looking for from working out in that gym, right? So this right here is a great snack. This right here is as well a great accompaniment to your other macros. We do account for the oil that we cooked it in, which is avocado oil this time. You can use coconut oil as well. It's up to you, it's a preference. And those vegetables that are in there, they're also being accounted for. But again, it being a veggie, trust me, you're not getting, you know, having issues if you're eating a lot of vegetables. That's a real thing. So anyways, delicious. You know, don't forget to subscribe. More recipes and videos, and eventually I'm going to show a little video about me, give you some insight of where I come from, a little bit of a background. Anyways, check me out. Mwah.